Nintendo has unveiled more information about their new online service, which is now going to be coming to a Nintendo Switch near you in 2018. So for those that do not know what is going on, pretty much there is going to be a new online service coming to the Nintendo Switch, which is pretty much like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, where the person paying the subscription gets a couple of bells and whistles in addition to being able to play online, as well as communicate online during gameplay. So let's talk about the part that I really just don't understand the most first, and that is the online communication. Our new dedicated smart device app. This is a phone app, will connect to Nintendo Switch and let you invite friends to play online, set play appointments, and chat with friends during online matches in compatible games, all from your smart device. A free limited version of this app will be available for download in the summer of 2017. Think of that more as a beta for the full app that's coming out in 2018 more than anything. For those that didn't understand what I just read, you are going to be communicating during your online gameplay on the Nintendo Switch by talking to your friends on your phone, which just leads me to question, why wouldn't you just call them when you want to talk to them instead of having to go through Nintendo's app? Now, of course, that is just a joke. I understand there is more capability within the app than just being able to talk to your friends. Specifically, you can invite them into your game, which does sound to be pretty simple. And on top of that, you can make specific appointments to play with your friends. I'm not really sure of anyone that does that, even though events are a thing on PlayStation now anyways, but all of that's beside the point. You are going to be having to use a phone to communicate with your friends during your online gameplay on the Switch, which just kind of leads me to wonder, why not go ahead and build that into the hardware of the Nintendo Switch itself? I mean, it already has a headphone jack. You can go ahead and plug in a set of headphones with a mic, even use the one earpiece like they had with the original DualShock 4 bundle that came with the PlayStation 4. Just go ahead and throw something in like that. But I don't know, I guess that's why I'm not a Nintendo executive. Now, moving on to the good stuff, the classic game selection. Much like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, free games are going to be thrown in with your Nintendo Switch online service subscription. Now, the three confirmed so far are Super Mario Bros. 3, Balloon Fight, and Dr. Mario. Of the three announced so far, I'm pretty excited for Dr. Mario myself, but of course these are going to be playable in handheld mode, these are going to be playable in dock mode. It's just pretty much a free classic game thrown in with your subscription. Unlike when the service was announced, however, these aren't going to be monthly games. They get replaced at the end of the month, meaning that you could not continue your gameplay on until the next month. Pretty much it was a 1 month free rental of their choosing, not yours. Instead, now it's going to work much like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, where once you get a free game, you have that game and you have access to that game all the way through the time that you have the subscription to the online service, which is a big thumbs up in my book. Now, on top of that, you do get some sweet deals on the Nintendo eShop if you are interested in that. However, knowing Nintendo, I'm guessing the discount is going to be between 10 and 20%. I'm not expecting any kind of 70 to 80% off deals, just because of the nature of the company itself. Since I have been a fan of Nintendo, I can't really remember a significant sale that has really just floored me like you would find on PlayStation or Xbox, or my god, Steam Summer Sale. Now, moving on to the unfortunate part, they actually have restricted online play to this subscription service, much like PlayStation and Xbox both have already done and have done for years. So if you want to play Splatoon 2 online, for instance, then you are going to have this paid subscription service. And on top of that, if you want to communicate with your friends while you play, you are, you guessed it, going to have this Nintendo Online Service subscription. To break everything down a little bit more, they have created this really useful graphic, which we are looking at now. And so pretty much you have online gameplay, online lobby and voice chat, classic game selection, which is the free game, and the Nintendo eShop deals all bundled in with this Nintendo Switch Online Service. Now, everybody has access to the eShop to register and manage your friends, to share screenshots to social media, and access to the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app just in case you wanted to make sure your 2-year-old didn't get into your account and change all of your ARM statistics by completely bombing in online competitive gameplay. So all in all, it's pretty much just functioning in the same way as PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold have, just on the Nintendo Switch. However, one big difference is actually the pricing, which is incredibly affordable. For a 1-month subscription, it's only $4, of course, American currency for me. If you want a 3-month subscription, it's going to cost you about $8 American currency, which is still incredibly affordable. And for a full 12 months of the service, you actually only have to pay $20, and you do get a lot of bells and whistles thrown in there. With the pricing, I'm going to say the big difference comes from what kind of games you are going to be getting on the respective service. For Xbox Live Gold and PlayStation Plus, those tend to be more modern games, which do require deals to be struck with publishers and developers so that everyone can get a little piece of the pie, so to speak. There has to be more money to go around, which does drive up the price for the consumer. However, when you're talking about things like Dr. Mario and Super Mario Bros. 3, then that doesn't exactly cost that much, plus both of those are owned by Nintendo, so you do have kind of a lower price, which is reflected in the overall cost for the consumer. Now, of course, none of this is taking effect until 2018, so feel free to continue using your online access on your Nintendo Switch until that day comes. However, when it does roll around to 2018 and this subscription service is enabled, it still is pretty affordable for most people, which I would say is a good thing for Nintendo, because if this thing was $50, you would have a lot less people subscribing to it. So there you guys have it. Hope you have enjoyed this edition of On the Topic Of. If you did, drop me a like down below and let me know what you think about this new online service coming to the Nintendo Switch. And if you happen to be new to the channel, I do upload new stuff throughout the week, so there is always something new right here on the channel when you do drop by to watch some videos. But as for right now, I'm going to go play more Breath of the Wild because I'm still grinding that one out in my spare time. I will talk to you soon. Peace.